Hello everyone, welcome to our physical education YouTube channel. My name is Suresh. Today we are going to learn about planning in sports CBSE class 12. First, meaning and objectives of planning. First, discussing about meaning of planning. What is the planning? Planning means in order to get the best results, activity must be planned well in advance. Planning refers to the process of setting goals, developing strategies, outlining tasks and schedules to accomplish the goals. Most important goal of planning is to identify the goals and to formulate the strategies to achieve them. Planning is also considered as the act of deciding in advance what is to be done. The plans include all aspects of objectives, policies, procedures and programs. Some few definitions of planning in sports according to Alford and Bate. Planning is the thinking process, the organized foresight, the vision based on the fact experience that is required for intelligent action. One more author, according to Theo Eyman, planning is deciding in advance what is to be done. When a manager plans a project, a course of actions for further attaining to achieve a consistent coordinate structure of the operations aimed at the desired result. According to Kuntz and O'Donnell, planning is intellectual process, conscious determination of course of action, the basing of decision on purpose, facts and considered estimates. Next, conclusions of definitions. In the conclusions, we can say that planning is an intellectual process of thinking in advance. It contributes positively in attaining the objectives. Basically, it is intellectual action to plan in future about the goals and how to reach them effectively. Next, planning in sports. To achieve desired sports performance, again proper planning is needed. So planning done in respect of sports training is termed as sports planning. The sports planning is not only limited to sports training but also functioning of sports federations and other agencies working for sports. Planning is also required to conduct championships. According to Array, planning is an important method to ensure continuous development of personality and sports performance and enable to sportsmen to achieve best performance in the age of high performance. Next, preparing a sports plan. Preparing a sports plan. The following steps are required for making a sports plan. See, first one, gathering information about activity. Make an overall plan keeping in mind all minutest detail. The sports planning must be planned in a way that the peak performance should come at appropriate time of the main competition. Third one, sports planning should include the intensity of training week by week and number of training sessions per week. It should also include evaluation of the training and monitoring process. Next, fourth one, identify appropriate training units for each blocks as appropriate to the phase of development. Fifth one, group training the units for each block into training schedules taking into consideration the number of training sessions the athlete can complete per week, the required training intensity and the phase of development. Planning about organization of any championship must be done in advance, keeping in view all aspects. For example, the planning of championships requires setting up various committees for transport, technical conduct, accommodation, food, medical, etc. Next, objectives of planning. First one, to improve sports performance, to organize sports competitions successfully, to run sports federations smoothly, to prevent wastage of time, to remove confusion and stress. Last one, protect existing facilities. First one, to improve sports performance. The most important objective of planning is to improve the sports performance. Proper planning leads to better training and yields good result. Planning covers all aspects like physical, technical, tactical preparation of the athlete. Second one, to organize sports competitions successfully. The success of sports competitions largely depends upon planning about the competitions well in advance. Games like Olympics start planning 10 to 12 years in advance preparation for competition. Third one, to run sports federations smoothly. To run sports federations smoothly, the working of federations directly affects the performance of sports person. The objective of planning is to make proper annual calendars of the activity. The camps are planned well in advance before the start. Next, fourth one, to prevent wastage of time. Planning provides definite goals which facilitate to achieve the goals and targets efficiently and effectively in the specified time. Scheduling and proper time management improves productivity. Next one, to remove confusion and stress. Proper planning always aims to clarity of the subject. The objective states that proper planning always removes confusion and stress. All properly planned activities lead to better result. Last one, protect existing facilities. The proper use of sports recreational buildings largely depends on the planning. The objective of sports planning is protect the maintain sports infrastructure to train athletes. Next, various committees and its responsibilities. Pre-meet work, during meet work, post meet work. The organization of sports event requires a lot of planning. The planning is executed properly when different committees work together for the smooth conduct of the sports events. Sports committees: technical committee, finance committee, reception committee, publicity committee, accommodation committee, transport committee, prizes committee, medical committee, refreshment committee, protest committee, ceremony committee. First, discussing about technical committee. The technical committee is responsible for the technical conduct of the event. This committee is responsible for the making, draw and conducting events smoothly. The officials are deputed well in advance so that they may reach in time. The preparation of the field is also looked after by this committee. Next, second one, finance committee. The finance committee is assigned to make budget for the event. The financial working of the games is done by the committee. The committee also works for getting the sponsorships. The committee makes all the payments. See some examples: study records of giving and potential giving of church, evaluate budget requirements, direct annual budget preparation, present budget to the church for adoption, held accountable for stewardship of resource. Next, third one, reception committee. The reception committee invites the guests and players and also take care of reception of guests and teams. Next one, publicity committee. The role of publicity committee is to give the sports events a wide publicity. All the press releases and press conferences are conducted by the committee. The results are also sent to press by this committee. Example: communication, news, sales, advertisement, customers, complaint, business, internet, exposure, industry, community, cooperation, magazines, web, etc. Next, accommodation committee. This committee is responsible for making arrangements for the stay of players as well as the officials. The accommodation is arranged and booked well in advance as per the expected strength of the participants. See example, accessibility standards, duty of accommodates, assistive technologies, sick leave, injury and duty leave, disability benefits, workers compensation, early invitation care management and remain returns to the work plan. Next, transport committee. This committee deals with the transportation of players and officials before, during during and after the sports event. The committee must ensure arrival and departure details of the participants to provide hassle-free transport. Next one, prizes committee. The prizes are bought by this committee as per the number of expected winners. The mementos are also obtained by this committee. Next one, medical committee. Medical committee is formed to provide medical assistance to the participants around the clock. The provision of first aid at the venues is the major responsibility of the committee. Next one, refreshment committee. The refreshment committee is formed to provide refreshment to the participants. The food at the place of the stay is also taken care of by this committee. Next one, protest committee. In case of protest, the member of the jury decide about it. Protest the participants and officials are public. Next, ceremony committee. The ceremony committee is responsible to conduct opening and closing ceremony. This committee is also responsible for the prize distribution. All the committees are formed well in advance so that they can work properly. These committees perform the work which are categorized under the three subcategories: pre-meet work, during meet work, post-meet work. First one, pre-meet work. These works are done before the starts of tournaments. This task require lot of planning in systematic way. These works are generally performed by the physical education teachers of an institution. Pre-meet work, first point, to arrange and plan the schedules of tournament and finalizing the date of the tournament. Second one, to make arrangements like marking of the tournaments, fields of various tournaments and equipments required for the tournament. Third one, to plan the budget, finance and other payments, etc. and their approval from the higher authorities. Fourth one, to form various committees and arrangements of officials and briefing their duties of various committees members. Next, fifth one, to confirm the number of participants in each event. Sixth one, to arrange medals, trophies and certificates for the prizes winners, guests and etc. for ceremonial function. Last one, to arrange refreshment for the players and officials and etc. Next, second one, during meet work. The success of a tournament depends upon the smooth systemic follow of the given schedule. These tasks are mentioned. First one, to check all the arrangements, particularly marking of play fields and equipments. Second one, to apply the schedule of the events as per given program. Third one, to supervise and direct various committees when you need. Next, fourth point, it offers number of opportunities for healthy atmosphere and recreation to the students as students take part in various events according to their interest. Next one, to supervise and check the smooth functioning of officials. Next one, to bring good coordination among different committees. Next one, to give refreshment and meals to officials and all participants. Next one, to prepare score sheet and concerned records of the participants. Next, to make announcements and progress of the event. To provide, last one, to provide first aid and injured athletes if required. Next, third one, post meet work. Post meet work, these works are performed when in scheduled program of the meet ends. First point, to present medals, trophies and certificates to position holders in prize distribution ceremony. To make press note overall report of the meet and send it to concerned ones. Third one, to return the borrowed equipment and materials to the concerned ones. Fourth one, to complete documents and release the payments of officials of other payments. Next one, to collect the records from different committees and winding up all things from the concerned. Last one, to make the exact report of finances. Next, tournaments, knockout league or round robin or combination tournaments. The tournament is series of contests in which number of contests compete and the one that prevails through the final round or that finishes with the best record is declared the winner. Sports tournament is a sporting competition in which contests play series of games to decide the winner. Next, importance of tournaments. Tournaments not only gives an opportunity to display skills which the players have acquired in training, but also determine the achievement. They have following advantages: to decide the best, to display the achievement, recreation, development of social qualities, development of unity among diversity, revenue generation. First one, to decide the best. The tournaments always reach to a conclusion and decide the ranking of the performance. They decide the winner. Second one, to display the achievement. The tournaments give opportunity to player to show their abilities and skills to others. Third one, recreation. Tournaments are very challenging and provide recreation to the spectators. This does not only provide amusement to spectators but also to the participants. Fourth one, development of the social qualities. Many social qualities are learnt through the participation to the tournaments. A person learns qualities like tolerance, cooperation, group choosing, sympathy, discipline, punctuality and confidence. How a person loses a tournament is more important than winning. Taking defeat in positive way always improves nature of the player. That is why Hubbard said a cheerful loser is the winner. Hubbard said a cheerful loser is the winner. Next one, development of the unity among diversity. In spite of the fact that our nation and even whole world has so many diversities, but tournaments provide them equal platform to perform. This develops unity. The bigger games like Olympics have the goal to contribute to building a peaceful and better world by educating youth through sports. Sports participating without discrimination of any kind. The Olympic spirit requires mutual understanding with a spirit of friendship, solidarity and fair play. Last one, revenue generation. Nowadays, tournaments gather lot of sponsors and generates revenue for the organizers. Next, types of tournaments. Just I explained tournaments. Next, part 2, I can explain detailed tournaments. First, types of tournament. There are many methods of conducting tournaments. It depends upon the following reasons. See, nature of the participating teams, nature of activity, available number of grounds or courts, number of days to finish the tournament, number of officials available, financial condition of the organizers, total time to conduct the one match. Next, the various types of tournaments: knockout tournament, league or round robin tournament, combination tournament. Combination tournament again four types: league come knockout, knockout come league, knockout come knockout, league come league. Just I explain. First one, knockout tournament. This type of tournament is also known as elimination tournament. Knockout means elimination. In this type of tournament, losers are eliminated in successive rounds and winners continue to play till the winner is decided. Knockout tournament advantages: the expenditure for organizers knockout tournaments is less as number of matches is less. Second advantages: fewer days are needed to complete the tournament. Less number of officials are needed. Fourth one, the fear of elimination tends the players to exhibit their best. The knockout tournament is more challenging because once a team loss is out of the tournament. Disadvantages of knockout tournament: sometimes better teams are eliminated in first round. In case of eliminates or climate or poor playing conditions, the better team may not qualify the next round. See this picture. Knockout tournament. I taking number of teams 7 teams. Number of matches 6. N minus 1 equal 7 minus 1 is equal to 6 teams or 6 matches. I explain detailed part 2. Next, league or round robin tournament. The league tournament is also known as round robin tournament. In this type of tournament, all teams play each other team irrespective of winning or losing. Advantages of league tournament: since there is no early elimination, the better team reaches to win. Second one, every team gets sufficient time to exhibit its performance. Third one, this tournament takes long time and lot of matches are played and spectators can enjoy more. Selectors get better opportunity to watch the performance of each player as all teams play equal members and matches. Next one, in case of any untoward incident, if the match has to abandon, both the teams are given one score each. Disadvantages of league tournament: league tournament require more time. Since the number of matches is more, the cost also increases. More officials are required, more grounds or courts are needed. Next, combination tournament. Combination means the league and knockout both are mixed or merged. The league or knockout tournament can be joined to the combination tournament, which can be done by following methods. First one, league come knockout. First playing league. After you take best 4 teams, again knockout. In this type of tournament, all the teams play league tournament and the best 4 or 8 teams are given knockout feature and the winner is decided. Next one, knockout come league. After conducting knockout tournament up to quarterfinals, the rest of the teams play league matches to decide the winner. When tournament is played in different zones and different locations, then following types of combination tournaments are conducted. This knockout come league, first conducting knockout, the best 4 teams selected conducting the league. Next, knockout come knockout. In case of knockout matches played in 4 zones, maybe more zones, and are held at different locations, the best 2 teams of each zone are selected to play again knockout tournament to decide the winners. Conducting first knockout, conducting 4 zones. Next, you take 4 teams, best 4 teams conducting again knockout. Next, league come league. In case of league matches played in 4 zones, maybe or more zones, and are held at different locations, the best 2 teams of each zone are selected to play again a league tournament to decide the winners. Next, intramural and extramural. Intramural and extramural meaning, objectives and its significance. Meaning of intramural. First, the intramural sports are recreational sports organized within the same geographic area. Intramural are fun, recreational, social and competitive on-campus sports activities. The term intramural is derived from the Latin word intramurus, which means within the wall. Of the institution, example, inter-class tournaments within the college or institution. Generally, intramural tournaments are organized within the college campus or promote competitions and fun among the students of the institution. The intramural tournaments promote voluntary participation and competition within the same institution. Next, objectives of intramural: to promote mass participation, to develop socialization, to provide recreation, to help in talent finding, to develop sportsman spirit, to provide opportunity to learn new skills. First one, to promote mass participation, to provide opportunity to all the students to display their skills in spite of their weak abilities. All students cannot excel in sports, so that students who are weak in sports are also given a chance to improve. Second one, to develop socialization. With the participation to the intramural, the students develop lot of social qualities like sincerity, honesty, discipline, cooperation, sympathy and brotherhood. Next, third one, to provide recreation. Intramurals provide recreation to the students. Most of the activities are full of fun. This provides an opportunity for the relaxation from strenuous schoolwork. Fourth one, to help in talent finding. There are many students who are talented and are not able to exhibit their talent. So intramurals provide opportunity for them to show the talent. To develop sportsman spirit. Intramural always develops sportsman spirit among the students. Teaching students the value of good sportsmanship goes a long way in shaping their characters. The students are inspiring to play hard and play fair, and to adhere to principles of the game in all. Next, last one, to provide opportunity to learn new skills. The intramural give an opportunity to the students to many new skills. Since intramurals include variety of activities, so the become more interesting to learn. Next, significance of intramural. Significance of intramural. First one, the overall personality of the students is developed with the participation in intramural competitions. Second one, the social virtues are developed through the participation in the intramural competitions. Third one, the intramural activities develop the physical fitness of students. Fourth one, the organization of intramural activities helps the students to learn about the conduct of various games. Fifth one, the intramural tournaments create recreational atmosphere among the teachers and students, and it helps in relieving stress among the students. Sixth one, these activities develop the leadership qualities in students. Last one, intramural activities bring out the hidden talent of the students. Next, meaning of extramural. The extramural tournaments are carried on outside of the bounds of the institution or community. After the intramural tournaments, the team participate outside of the boundary or walls of institution. The extramural can be characterized into three following types: friendly matches, restricted competition, open competition. First one, friendly matches. One institution can play with other institution for participate and both the teams get exposure of competition. Second one, restricted competition. In this kind of extramural tournaments, limited teams participate. They may be inter-college or inter-university competitions. Open competitions. In this competition, any person can participate. This type of tournament is not restricted to one kind. Any player from any institution or department can participate. The state or national championships came under the category. The main aim of intramural is to develop the feeling of brotherhood and unity of large. Objectives of extramural: to improve sports standards, to develop confidence, feeling of brotherhood, better exposure, to know more techniques. First one, to improve sports standards. Extramural activities promote sports standards as students play with other than students of their institutions. Second one, to develop confidence. By playing with other institutions, the level of confidence increases. Even competition's favor is also reduced. Third one, feeling of brotherhood. The objective of extramural competition is to develop unity among diversity. They also develop feeling of brotherhood and togetherness among the player. Fourth one, better exposure. The exposure of extramural competitions helps the player to play in different situations. This reduces competition's stress that is caused due to competition instinct. Next, fifth one, to know more techniques. This objective status that the to help players to play outside an institution will help them to know more about advanced and different techniques and technical and games. Next, significance of extramural. They provide opportunities to institutions to play different locations. This helps in displaying their capabilities. Second one, the practice matches help in correcting the faults, and this leads to develop techniques and tactical qualities of the player. Third one, the spectators have a great influence on the performance of the player. The extramural competitions help in developing confidence and encouragement in spite of the bad behavior of the spectators. Next, specific sports programs. Sports day, health runs again. 5. Reduce cardiovascular diseases, reduce heart rate and blood pressure. Running lowers the risk of breast cancer. Running improves the immune system. Running prevents diabetes. Running develops a respiratory system. Run for fun, run for specific cause, run for unity. First one, first specific sports program. Sports days are organized in the institutions to provide recreation to the students. Mainly competitive sporting activities are included in sports day. Particularly in schools, the sports day becomes more becoming as they do competitions among the houses of the schools. However, for younger children, running a poor running race becomes more challenging and they get enjoyment. Mostly athletic events are main features of sports day. But many institutions include many games also. This is not only confined to schools but also colleges and universities and many maybe any department. The activities for sports day are included on the basis that they are easy the thrilled with fun. For example, running can be easiest for the everybody instead of any together activity like skating. Mostly relay races are great charming activities. These activities develop leadership qualities. Many activities like three-legged races, obstacle races and sack races are also included. First one, sports day. National Sports Day celebrated throughout the India every year on August 29. India celebrates this day to honor the legendary hockey player Major Dhyan Chand. On the day of his birth anniversary, Dhyan Chand was worldwide known for the magical hockey skills. All educational institutions, universities, and sports institutes and various sports departments celebrate the National Sports Day. Generally, this day is celebrated by conducting number of sports events and other programs to promote the sports in the country. On this day, various sports awards like Arjun Award, Rajiv Gandhi Khel Ratna Awards, Dronacharya Award, Rashtrapati Khel Ratna Awards presented to the sportsmen of the country who excel at the international level. These awards are given by President of India. The celebration of this day is held in Rashtrapati Bhavan. Next one, health runs. Running is the simplest and most accessible mode to achieve fitness and good health. It does not require much time and equipment. Running for just 20 minutes daily is enough to keep oneself fit. Regular running has the following benefits. Health runs benefits: reduce cardiovascular diseases. As the running strengthens the heart, it results in better blood circulation in the body. This reduces blood clot formation and also lower cholesterol. Running also prevents the stiffening of arteries that comes with age. Second one, reduce heart rate and blood pressure. The basal heart rate decreases due to regular running that results due to increases endurance. The blood pressure is also reducing. Third one, running lowers the risk of breast cancer. Many studies revealed that regular running reduces the risk of breast cancer. It may suppress the secretion of estrogens and progesterone, which have been linked to breast cancer. Fourth one, running improves the immune system. It is found that most of the runners rarely get sick, and the reason is that running boosts the immune system. Running also prevents the natural decline of immunity that occurs due to age. Next one, running prevents diabetes. Running burns glucose or calories, which helps in preventing glucose level from rising to high. This doesn't mean that diabetics does still need insulin, but they may be able to use lower amounts. Running also improves blood circulation, which commonly deteriorates with diabetes. Last one, running develops respiratory system. During running, the muscles requires a quick delivery of oxygen. The more of you run, the more efficient respiratory system develops and breathing becomes easier. The running helps to live longer and feel happier. It helps us preventing the heart diseases and cancer, diabetes, and strengthens of immune system. The physical strength and emotional well-being developed by running leads to a vibrant, happy, and long life. Next one, run for fun. Running for the always has a strong message behind it. Most of the people run marathon in a fun and the masses are educated to follow the message. Next one, run for specific cause. Many specific causes give and rise to hold the marathon. The aim of these runs is to raise funds and help to the people. Like the Canada group organized the marathon for raising funds and later they spent for projects like developmental priorities including primary education. Gender specific programs, sustainable agriculture, peace of building and environmental improvements projects. Running for cause may make you realize that your steps can help to someone else to reach the goal. Run for charity is very famous in the world. People run for cause and that helps to collecting funds which are spent on helping needy people. Next one, run for unity. This kind of mass running generates the feeling of unity. Thousands of people from Mumbai participated in the city of annual marathon in the memory of the November terrorist attack. The events with the theme of peace and unity was held. At estimated 30,000 people participated in the event, including many Mumbai celebrities ranging from corporate heads to film stars. Like this, Run for Unity has strong impact. Okay, thank you, students.